world is such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back
be
to our
accepted.
Genshin Impact Fontaine 4.1 live stream. We are back. We are ready to go. I know last time we left off, we are kind of like in the middle of trying to find out where Childe is. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited because I'm really curious to find out what happened to Childe. I'm very curious. So before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's just get to it. So let's already some people in chat. What's up, Rez? What's up, Clee? What's up, Agent Yusuf? How you doing today? Let's you know what, first things first, let's tackle this boss here for Novelette. Let's tackle the Novelette boss real quick. That way we kind of burn out some of our Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't think I ever said I was going to do Five Nights at Freddy's, did I? Oh my god. It is October. It's a little early in October. I still have to figure out what the Scared Tonight game is going to be. I keep thinking I know, but like, I don't know. I have to really figure it out.
By destiny.
We have time. We have plenty of time. We'll definitely do something.
Bidding. Take your truth.
We'll definitely do something.
My apologies.
We'll definitely do something. That would be illegal.
The ice.
That would get me in trouble.
Shadows of fate. Rust and Reba.
I can't stream movies on YouTube like that.
Cryo incarnate. Covenants of the deep.
Yeah, that's copyright.
Let me scribe. Written in the stars. Whirling snow.
Yeah, unfortunately that's copyright. Yeah, unfortunately that's not.
Take flight.
That would be fun. That would be fun if we could stream the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, but yeah, no. Unfortunately, 98% sure that's not possible. Oh boy. What's up, Talia? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Alright. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this actual quest started. Let me bring it up, actually. Where the hell did it go? There it is. So we are here, for those of you who forgot, we are here in essentially...
Hey, isn't that Vidoc over there? Huh. Is it just Paimon, or are there fewer people than usual here today?
We are, like, essentially in Fontaine, Alcatraz. So, let's see what's going on with VDOC here.
Ah. Seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Or at least enough to skip work. Seems you're getting into the swing of things around here.
My goal is to be the next dude.
Impressive. Very impressive.
So, now can you tell us about the hidden rules you know?
Yeah, where's the hidden rules at? We
If
already
that's
broke
what
two of
you
them.
want to know, I guess you couldn't have come at a better time.
Huh? What do you mean it's a good time?
Leonid and those other pesky broke urchins have all gone to work in the production zone. I wouldn't want them listening in without paying up.
We get it, just tell us already.
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever, ever go near them at night. Even if you manage to avoid the guards, you might find something even more terrible there.
Interesting.
Something even more terrible? Like what?
A group of cannibals.
Cannibals? In the Fortress of Meripede?
Interesting.
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of night.
There's just scary
Rumor has
stories.
it they might be connected to the people that have disappeared here. But what's even scarier is that they have a special proclivity.
What's up,
Since
Jen?
they
What's up,
have
Johnny?
no way to dispose of the leftover remains, they have ways to transform them into other forms and keep them in the fortress forever.
Paimon might already know what you mean by other forms. So that's what's going on here. Oh, Paimon's stomach doesn't feel so good.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You two look pretty skeptical. No matter. Learning the truth behind dark secrets isn't necessarily a good thing. I've got things to do too. I suggest you just act like I never told you anything.
It's just weird. All this is just bullshit.
Traveler, can we just trust him on this one? Oh, Paimon doesn't want her blood and flesh entombed here for all eternity?
Wow.
Oh, so that's how you see the situation.
Yeah, the cannibals are gonna be able to fight him.
You know, Paimon does feel a little better about it now.
Yeah, we killed dragons, Paimon. Think a cannibal that's hiding in a pipe is gonna beat me?
When will all the secrets end?
They're all wrong anyways. How am I doing? I'm doing great, Talia. Thanks for asking. Nothing much, nothing much. Good. Glad to hear it, y'all. I'm glad to hear it.
Vidok isn't here.
Just stay away from me.
Sure. Okay.
What? What are you saying? You shouldn't go around saying stuff like that.
What am I saying?
What are you talking about? Listen, you should keep your nose out of other people's business.
Sure.
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us.
Yeah, right? Little sus. Little sus.
But if they're being so obvious about acting weirdly, do you think they might just be trying to lure us in?
Probably.
Oh, this is all getting way too creepy for Paimon.
We're getting like gaslit. Like, we'll probably never get anything from these
So
guys.
you mean we still need to investigate some more? Okay,
Yeah.
if you say so.
All right. Cool. Let's ask the guard at the dormitories. I do want to get my free meal, right? It's a new day. I will take my free meal, and I will... Where is it? I always forget where they give you the meal. Oh, we actually got one of the bows. Interesting. God, there's so much. Here it is. Hey. We got a trash one that time. Oops, wrong button. Alright, so let's make our way on over. We're gonna go to the elevator, we're gonna go up. Right? And we're gonna find out more about this, like, apparently cannibals thing. Which, I mean, we all know is kind of bullshit, right? Like, gross. Why do they give you the crystals, man? Like, they shouldn't be giving you stuff that you can find on the floor. Do you know how many crystals I have? Like, I don't need any more. Like, I can assure you. Alright. So let's make our way over to the dormitories. And we'll talk to you.
Hello, Fielding.
What do you want? Criminals like you ought to be working right now. Catch my drift.
We just want to
sure.
ask you a simple question.
Yeah.
Have you ever discovered anything odd during your nighttime patrols?
Why are you asking about something like that? Whatever happens at night isn't your concern. All you need to worry about is getting enough sleep.
Well...
You can't really get enough sleep if there's cannibals.
Right! We've heard it happens a few times every month. Paimon has sensitive ears, so it makes it hard to sleep.
Really? I see. But it's not like I'm on duty every night. And now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before. They say that strange things tend to happen at night on pipe cleaning days. Lots of us don't willingly take those shifts.
So, what happens at night on pipe cleaning days?
They just conduct regular cleaning of the fortress's drainage facilities. There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month. And it just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days.
Of course.
You can try to confirm the sounds tonight if you want, and if they're real, then I can report the issue to my superiors for you.
Oh, okay. Then we'll keep both ears out tonight.
And if that's all, then I'll be leaving now. I advise you not to try anything funny, though. Even if I'm not on duty tonight, someone will still be watching you.
What,
Don't worry, we don't want any time added to our sentences. Oh, he left. So what do you think about the pipe cleaning days he mentioned?
Those might be the days the cannibals are active.
Right, both are a possibility. But Fielding did say that tonight is a cleaning night.
No reason to not find the truth ourselves.
I knew you would say that. Alright, sounds like we'll be up all night tonight then. Paimon just hopes the guards don't catch us.
It's whatever. Like, honestly, it's so whatever. Alright. Let's go here. Alright.
Oh, Paimon's so tired. But we can't sleep yet. They'll be cleaning the pipes tonight, so it's the perfect chance for us to investigate.
Yeah, if we miss this opportunity, it's gonna suck.
Whatever. Just be sure to wake Paimon if she dozes off. Paimon's worried something might happen if you go alone. Huh? Traveler? Did you fall asleep already?
Here's the vision. Interesting. Something is calling me. I have to go. It's the narwhal.
Traveler, come on, wake up!
I saw Childe.
Oh, it looked like you were just peacefully sleeping to Paimon. Well, what did you see this time?
He escaped via the pipes.
Really? So we're finally starting to figure out what actually happened. But what about the cannibals? How do you explain them?
I'm sure we'll find soon enough.
Okay, well, it's about time for us to get moving. Just be careful to avoid the patrolling guards.
This is gonna be another one of those dumb sneak missions that they make us do. Alright. Alright, let's go. What's up, robot? How you doing? How am I? I'm doing pretty good. How are you? You know, it's Monday,
Careful.
but
We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us. Uh-oh! They spotted us!
what? How?
Shh! Careful! We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us.
Can I just go around?
Hey, not this way. We need to get to that pipe, remember?
Yeah, but can't I just go around?
This should be the place. Hey, not this way. We need to get to
Yeah,
that
yeah,
pipe,
yeah.
remember?
I heard you. Alright. So here's the pipe that we definitely saw Childe take.
What? I know you. You were the ones we saw.
Huh. You've got guts showing up here. You know who we are, right?
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save you.
Yeah, enough with the theatrics.
What you say?
We all know the hidden rumors about cannibals.
Yeah. So what if they were?
What's up, Rico? How you
If you
doing?
push us, we can make those
Welcome,
rumors a
welcome.
reality at any time.
Hey, what's the point of all those rumors anyway? What exactly are you trying to do?
I don't have to tell you anything. If you turn around, go back to the dormitories, and act like you never saw anything, then I'll pretend that you never showed up here.
Beat the crap
Yeah,
out of him.
scram. Nothing worth seeing here.
There's something calling me. I have to go.
Huh? What did you say?
Isn't that exactly what Boss said when he left?
Hey, do you know our boss?
Yeah, Childe.
We had no idea our boss
Oh
was
yeah,
such
forget
a
that it's good
big
morning
deal.
over there.
He always kept his identity a secret. So, did he have you come here to find us?
Oh,
Good
so
morning.
your child's crew here? Seems like he had no problem fitting in.
I'm a friend of his.
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So unless he somehow told you those exact same words after that... All right. I guess that's proof enough for me. I believe you.
Thanks.
Wow, those dreams of yours sure come in handy.
We gave him the business for a while, and would always give him a hard time when he first came to the Fortress of Maripede. But here in the fortress, the strong will always earn respect. He was working the longest hours and racking up wins in the Pancration Ring. You could always see how amazing he was, even when he was teaching us a lesson.
They let him do the pancreas
So
ring, but I
eventually-
can't.
We all decided to follow him.
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. He said it was because he heard that call again.
Interesting.
And as his crew, if the boss wants something, then it's our job to get it done. So, we got to work and used the hidden rules that were here to make up and spread the rumor about the cannibal rule.
Interesting.
We just wanted to give him a better chance of escaping on a night after the pipes had been cleaned.
Oh, thanks to your rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near here, prisoner or guard. Wow, it sure is easy to exploit people's fear of the unknown.
Wow.
But hasn't Childe already escaped? Why are you all still coming here after pipe cleaning day?
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It should be a dead end.
He just
It
broke
leads
it.
to an abandoned factory area, and even if there were a way to escape from there into the sea, we're still way too deep. No one could ever reach the surface alive. But Boss still insisted on going in. It's like he was obsessed about it. So we told
Interesting.
him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was gone, and that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here and help cover the whole thing up.
So you
Interesting.
come and wait here through the night a few times a month just because of that promise?
Yeah, but it's been so long now. We already know in our hearts that he must have managed to escape somehow.
Is it also possible that something unfortunate happened to him?
I mean, it's Childe.
Nothing could ever defeat Boss or slow him down.
Well-
That's one thing we know for sure.
Well, let's not let's not get too hasty on the
I was
defeat
just
part.
brainstorming possibilities.
All right, keep quiet and follow us.
Let's not get carried away on the defeat part. I mean, we did kind of beat his ass, so.
The way up from here has been sealed off. It's impossible to get through. Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been completely flooded. It's impossible to navigate unless you're an extremely skilled diver.
Do you think Childe got trapped by the water?
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible swimmer.
I mean, yeah, but this is like a whole different situation.
Really? Then have him come investigate. Pronto. Just be sure to tell us if you get any news about Boss.
It's getting late. We should leave before the guards come this way.
We're gonna need.
Yeah, we learned a lot about what
Lenny's
happened to
brother.
Childe here.
We're gonna need Lenny's brother.
learned some key information. Seems all of our investigative work has finally started to pay off. When you said you knew a diver, you were talking about Fremine, right? If we ask Linny, he'll definitely have Fremine help us. Ugh. Why is Childe like this? What was he doing going into the pipes? Not making our jobs easier, that's for sure. Fortunately, though, it seems like it's only a matter of time now before we find out what really happened. Now that we can finally relax, I'm starting to feel super sleepy. Let's try to get some rest while we still can. Nighty-night, traveler!
Okay.
It's morning already? Oh, Paimon still needs more sleep.
Alright, let's take the morning off.
Huh? Wait, look over there. Isn't that? It's one of Linny's cards.
You're right.
Let Paimon see what's written on it. Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone has the day off today, which makes it the perfect time to do some investigating.
Oh, that's
It's
convenient.
been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Let's meet at our usual spot in the factory area before lunchtime. I have new information. Ooh, today's
Interesting.
our lucky day. We have the day off. From the sound of it, Lenny's been making progress with his investigation. Wonder what he's discovered. We still have some time before we meet up. Let's talk with the people here for a bit more before we go.
I mean, why? Cataclysm's quickening. Alright. I will take my... You get a free pull, right? Yep. That we can't even use. So... We're gonna kind of just vibe. Got our dailies done. Okay, so... Investigate freely. It says investigate freely, but, you know, we don't actually have any freedom in investigating. Like... Alright. We gotta investigate these specific spots.
Look, there are some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here,
Damn.
then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
What kind
Wow.
of filthy bilgewater you spewing?
Yeah.
I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that.
Damn!
Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? It's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Damn.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say?
Probably. I mean, they are literally under the world.
That's true.
Like, under, like, the outside world. Like... Alright. Alright.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Yeah, fine.
Wow.
You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that
That's
much.
so weird.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour
That's
led
true.
by His Grace himself?
That's
Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
It was a little mistake.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros,
The
but don't worry.
Bombshell
We're not
Bros.
playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
That's so cringe.
So, you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
That level of cringe.
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that?
Oh, my Archon. I'd love to know.
Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
We ate the most incredible welfare meal recently.
Oh, right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Damn.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
Wow.
You are correct. I am a true
Wow.
professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school.
Oh,
But
boy.
since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the
Oh my
fortress.
god, this guy. Did you just wink at me? Don't be upset. He's like a
Listen,
fellow.
kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right?
Jury.
I don't think there's anything useful about him at all.
Who the hell's Jury?
Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so
Yeah,
often?
depression chat?
You
Yeah.
ask me. He's just faking it to get out of work.
Yeah, my traveler's name is Depression Chad.
But did you know that Churier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
Interesting. Sure, for frequently it's the infirmary. I should take note of
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think
This
of
is
it,
sus.
I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates?
Yeah.
But it's really hard to imagine.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
To play Kahoot? to play Kahoot or something? Kahoot would just interrupt stream though. Kahoot. Man, I haven't played Kahoot in forever. I don't even know what I would make for the Kahoot. I do want to make like I want like marbles to work on the stream.
You over there.
But we need more viewers. We need more live viewers. We get plenty of views. We need more live viewers.
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
Yeah.
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding
been a
fellow
while since I played
Invocation
Kahoot.
aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game?
No, thanks. We're busy at the moment.
All right. No pressure.
I would
But why
destroy
would you be
you.
looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it?
I mean, I guess.
It's all the same in my eyes.
That's
There
a
are lots
big
of card
statement.
players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi.
Who just has cards on them like that though? Like who is going to jail and they're like, oh shoot, well let me go grab my TCG cards.
Sure.
Like that's like going to jail and be like, oh yeah, I need my Magic the
You've been here
Gathering
longer
cards.
than us. You need to flex your seniority a little bit,
Like
right?
what?
Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right then, did you have
Like
anything
what?
specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived?
Yep.
Then, did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner?
You mean Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
Yes, you've already met those two. They're quite a pair. They always keep an eye out for the latest happenings and gossip about everything. I've never seen anyone with more time on their hands. I heard that they used to be a chef and a bartender before they were sent down here. You know how bartenders are, always chatting with customers.
That's
And
true.
chefs love to pass the time just hanging out when they're not cooking.
I mean, I guess.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
I mean, that would check out.
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who
Interesting.
knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though? To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of respect that.
Do you know anything about the Forbidden Zone?
Forbidden Zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first,
Dude,
though.
they really hard sell the Genius Invocation thing.
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Like, I don't know why they try. Like, they don't even sell the the Genius Invocation cards. Like, so I don't know why they try to push it so damn much. They like shove it down your throat. The game's fine. The game's fun, but like, it's like, bruh, come on. Like, the game is fun and all, but like, you don't need to hard sell. That's like if I was playing World of Warcraft and all they would do is talk about how awesome Hearthstone is. Like, I get it. Like I understand what you're saying, but there's no need to shove it down my throat. Alright. Let's go to the production zone. I could just teleport down here. I always forget. I don't see him. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, I went the wrong way. Did I go the wrong way? No, 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 no. You have to go down to go up to the other elevator. Dude, I hate this place. But, like, honestly, if I didn't have this little golden track, I would have no idea where I'm going. Blook it? What's blook it? Like, it's... Right? I know. Exactly, Tristan. Like, it's so, like, I don't... It's just very confusing. The whole thing is just very confusing. I wish you just, like, color-coded it or something. I don't know. Or just made it one elevator and you picked the floor. Probably easier.
That look in your eyes. You found something?
Damn, the production value.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention. Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Childe probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Childe's exact whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Childe said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
Yeah. Gotta catch
His
up to him.
escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
You know what that means?
When you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
I think we spoke to Farbonnet like once.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Thanks.
No need to thank me. This was always a part of our mission after all.
I mean,
Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Childe's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too.
Sure.
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Childe's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off.
Thanks.
Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you.
I mean, I guess.
Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
I'll give my best.
My apologies, I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger brother.
But that's not a bad thing, right?
But what if I'm the older brother?
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
Okay, so... Doing some prep work with Paimon, you begin slowly approaching the infirmary.
go inside.
Let's eavesdrop first. Some people appear to be engaged in conversation, but you only manage.
It's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here, so why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
Okay. If you recall correctly, the position is a result of a failed attempt of alchemy. You're gonna whiff, and he had a potion back to sew it. How am I supposed to read that? That's so fast.
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison?
Let me take a look. Please, lie down over here.
Oof.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
You can do it, traveler.
Thank you, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Takes out a few instruments and begins to do her checkup. I hope I'm not so healthy she gets suspicious.
I see now. My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way.
Eh? Oh, that's good.
I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath.
Using her hands to palpitate different areas of my abdomen. She's using all mental energy. Her expression's growing more and more relaxed.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
It's not too bad.
And here?
Oof, that hurt a little.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. How strange.
Oh no, my acting is a bit over the top.
What about here? Does this hurt?
No, not really. I can barely feel it.
Oh. I understand. So that's what it is.
You're a liar.
I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up.
So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious.
And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently.
Interesting.
I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Woolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you? Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
Interesting.
And she hopped away, just like that.
So filtration mission is going much more smoothly than I imagined. Next, there are only 2 people left in the room. So we didn't call that woman Bean. So she's the one who has been frequent visitors to the infirmary just before. I mean, this guy is true.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Hi. Still not great. Can't keep staring at her. It'll draw attention. Yo, bro.
His stomachache's really bad. He was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
I mean...
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know?
Yo, he did not say that.
Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine. And they help Miss Sijuin take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, but she's still the only medic, though.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Siegewien prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her... You could say she fancies herself as Miss Siegewien's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Damn.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Damn.
Hey, don't start arguing now, please. Keep it civil at least.
These two seem to have a pretty terrible relationship and only ran into each other because they came here to pick up meds at the same time. But outside of the two of them, there's nothing suspicious inside the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records, while there's a box. I can't check it out right now. There aren't that many furnishings on the wall. There seems to be a movable hatch on the ground there.
Hey! Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this!
But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
The presence of a movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventurous intuition speaking. It isn't a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here of all places. Is it hiding something?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine.
Damn.
Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
Huh.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
We've already been introduced.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Look, who would like someone who is as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him.
I don't know, it sounds like she's into him.
I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Siegewien should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
Thank you for looking after me.
No, it's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
No. They were
Thank you for
arguing
getting
the
our
whole time.
medicine, Miss Siegewien.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take one pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
Take the sonic ache pill. That's the thing we gave you.
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
We talked about that before we walked in. Why don't I
Yellow,
remember?
huh? I understand. These are yours.
Interesting.
Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll
This
also
whole
be on
thing
my
is
way
weird.
now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Thanks.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, sure.
Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead.
So his primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else?
That's it.
All right then.
Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds?
No, his base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure he'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods, and don't stay up too late at night.
Well, we don't have a choice, though. Don't we just kind of get our meal and call it a day?
Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure.
Because, like, realistically, like, we don't choose our meals. He's still looking at me. I should just try to take a nap like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
You move yourself to a regular patient's bed and relax comfortably. The awareness working until getting hold you back. You can, however, still catch some hints of Paimon's conversation with Sanguine.
We've been to lots of places together. He may look a bit under the weather now, but he's actually super strong.
So you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry. He'll recover soon.
That word breath worth a wave of comfort.
Oh, you're awake.
What's up?
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
A lot better, thanks.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take your meds regularly, and remember bland foods.
Thank you, Miss Sijuin.
Interesting. Where was the hatch? It's back here, right? Yeah. Hella sus.
Seems like a lot of people have been coming down with an upset stomach lately. I'll need to address that.
I want to see what's on her thing. Oh, it's like a little dial where it's like set to like the heart and not the broken one. I guess it's like something to check to see if you're healthy or not. That's funny. She's adorable. I hope she comes out. I didn't see the banners, but I hope she comes out in the second half of this patch. Imagine she's not a healer, she's a full DPS. That would be the most amazing thing ever. She's a hard carry Claymore DPS user. That'd be great. Definitely not gonna happen, but
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death!
did I say anything I shouldn't have?
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the Adeptus Temptation now!
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Paimon talked with Sijuin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
Well, she might not be involved. Well, no, actually, it is a little sus, because they weren't talking about color of pills, and then they were just, like, kind of low-key lied. Like, we'll hatch on the ground, as well as the questions you asked Lorene. Also, were they really talking about their meds before we walked in? Or was she argument genuine? Or were they just putting on a show?
Whoa! You really are super thorough! All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on! We've gotta give the info to Linny!
Alright. For the next few days, you and Paimon work at your stations normally. During your shift, you manage to find opportunities to write keywords relating to your suspicions on a piece of paper. You manage to slip past a busy Lynette as she happens to pass by. This is impeccable, and she does not even look at you or change her expression as she pockets the info. And finally, the promised knife day arrives. She wasn't wearing disguise, though.
Today's the day! Let's go meet up with Linny!
Alright, let's do it! I'm loving this, like, super, like, non-spoke about, like, code thing that's going on here. I love it.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremene's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person.
That's true.
Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks.
Lynette should have been the 5-star.
Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You're both very good people.
Thanks.
And we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else.
I appreciate you.
Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties. You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremene and Lynette feel the same way.
I get it now.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremene returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
That's
Okay,
fair.
then let's head over right away.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, that makes sense. Alright, let's head to the infirmary now. Let's head on over in secret.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
She could have found a lead and left to follow
No,
it.
Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Okay.
I mean, checks out.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter. These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sigewinne would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
I mean,
Seems quite
she's the
normal
only
to
provider
me.
here.
These are
Like,
skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
let's check this first.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication. Which means, either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Oh, that's not a good sign. Wait. So either she left before she came back, or she left it. Oh. Interesting.
Ah, this is it! We saw it before!
I saw it
Wait,
before.
this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Leans down close to move the hatch.
The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure. Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
He's definitely beginning to panic. Probably it's subconsciously more for him than for me.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
This is...
Is that all?
Is there anything on the
The
back?
back. This is...
Show me! Now!
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
Ah, shoot.
No. Could she have... Is she already...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait.
Damn.
He was aware of our goals from the very beginning?
Oh!
Why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration instead of the first?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though.
Yeah, but why did he go for Lynette?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm.
It.
This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds. Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
I get it now. He deliberately made them both disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Yeah, nothing calms anyone down as well as just saying, hey, calm down.
Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Childe. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Oh, man. Like, this is getting some, like, deep level stuff. I mean, come on. He has, like, eyes everywhere, probably. Like, let's be real.
Don't be reckless. Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
He's rushed out the door. After him.
I mean, what are we gonna do? Like, where was she?
Right.
I don't like that.
I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking.
Someone! Please help! He's sick!
Whoa! Are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.
Yo, this is some wild shit right now.
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
What?
It's no use. We have to catch up to him. He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office.
Alright. No way in hell he beat me. No way in hell.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Childe's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Childe's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
Interesting.
He's not. What do you really want?
Lenny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Where's Lynette and Fremine?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So,
damn,
you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father?
Wild.
But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Bro, I don't think you're in a position to say that.
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
They already have one.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Linny!
Why do you have to do this?
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I mean, I guess.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Please wait, can we really not talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
I do want to save the other two.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Gilly's asking about the hidden rules, if I recall correctly. If you keep working without any rest during lunch hour on the 3rd day, you'll find strange meat in your welfare meal. Good thing we already run through an investigation. Remember all the clues, it should be able to piece together. Alright, so if you break a hidden rule of the production zone, your welfare meat might contain some strange meat. So who will see it if you keep working continuously?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't...
No.
We often see Miss Sijween observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a Fonta's internal reports suggest that the research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result, according to Collins, the Pancration tournament only The Fonta promoter has been struggling. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before. We often see Miss Sijween observe. I've been told that the infirmary.
It's probably.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling. The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from. Fonta's internal reports suggest.
Why does the strange meat always appear the way it does?
We often see Miss Sijween observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged according to Collins, the research notes said that the Melusine race the Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile,
no, it's gotta be like
Fonta's internal report. The research notes said that the
Ha! Got it.
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sigewin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sigewin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sigewin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad.
Hey.
You've uncovered Sigewin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
If I remember right, someone tries to support both sides, they'll receive a package somewhere which can change the blood color look. We've also done a lot of research on this matter. Alright, so what happens if you violate the Pancration Ring's hidden rule? That's the blood. Who sent the package containing the strange colored
I've been told that the infirmary is all... No. Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product... The research notes said that the Melusine race... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The company must want to return...
So, I'm gonna pick that. Why does Stranger look the way it does?
Fonta's internal report...
Why do those who buy tickets...
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't
Easy.
Ah! Paimon gets this rule too now! So there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fonta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making.
Easy.
The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fonta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on 2 opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind.
Shit, here we go.
You'll pay for this!
Homie got sleep darted.
Lenny, are you alright?
Damn. Homie got completely wrecked.
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigewinne. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace.
Sigewinne?
Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sigewinne. You.
Wow. This is getting intense. This is some like Honkai Star Rail thing where they have like the stills. I kind of like it though, because it's like high def, so I'll take it.
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
Why not learn a thing or two about virtue?
I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want. Let them go.
Bro,
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
This guy's so angry, he needs to chill.
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Interesting.
Ah, Miss Clarande. My door.
Fremine. Fremine.
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
Work.
I love her. Goddamn, I love
Sorry
her.
about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
These symptoms it can't be.
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clarande while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Interesting. Try to understand the situation.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved 2.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
That's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
I love it. I want to go up here. I've been dying to just see what it looks like. And it's boring as all hell. Alright. Here I am thinking it was gonna be like some cool, like, I don't know, like a chest or something. Nope, nothing. His expression looks disgusting. Seems like he'd rather not have Sinjuin touch Fermine. Still, he doesn't stop her. It's obvious that he does require urgent medical care. Examining her carefully, she doesn't look too upset, which is a good sign.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Yeah, he's finally begun to stop tensing muscles in his face. Interesting.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too. Fremine? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Alright, Lenny and Lynette immediately come to lift him up.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Sure, I mean, might as well. What else am I gonna do?
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
Clarande saved Fremine from the sea. Just what happened? Alright. Let's leave. Okay. And let's make our way over to the infirmary. Alright, so we're gonna go this way here. So we gotta take the elevator up. But actually, you know what? Before we go back to the infirmary, let's end there for today. Before we find out the truth, let's end there for today, guys. Alright, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It greatly helps out the channel. We'll be back on tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern with some more Genshin Impact stuff, picking up exactly where we last left off. Finding out the truth about the Primordial Sea. My guess is that, like, I guess surrounding the Fortress of Meripede, like, there's primordial seawater? That's kind of my guess. Like, that's the only thing I can think of, which is what was calling Childe? Maybe? I don't know. And then obviously, as the Duke, he didn't want anyone to die on his watch. That's my guess, but I don't know. That's just my hypothesis, and we're gonna find out if I'm right tomorrow. So guys, take care, be safe, make wise choices. Don't do anything too stupid.